welcome everyone. Thank you very much for joining me today. Hopefully you're liking that intro. I don't know, I made it, so let me know if you like it, if it's something different, if you like the tune or whatnot. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for joining me today. It's just a little transfer talk. I've got a bit on Zielinski, Mamadou, Sakho Markovic and Alberto Moreno. So I'll talk about them. It's mainly out today, but as you can see, if you haven't noticed, it's Jurgen Klopp. It's his big 5-0. So happy birthday to the big, massive German, the legend, the gaffer of Liverpool Football Club. All the best, Jurgen, and can we all give you the big, massive Klopp hug if we see you? But all the best, like, happy birthday. If you want to wish Jurgen a happy birthday, put it in the comments. I doubt, imagine if he's seen it, I doubt he would. But what, he's 50? He doesn't look 50 at all, does he? He doesn't look that old. But yeah, I just wanted to give him a happy birthday from myself, and all the best. I just quickly reiterate really how lucky we are to actually have him as our manager. It's just what he done at Dortmund, and when obviously Rodgers left. For me personally, it was either between Jurgen Klopp or Carlo Ancelotti, and I'm very happy that we've got Jurgen Klopp at the helm of our football club for the next 6 to 7, even hopefully longer. I think he really is the manager to take Liverpool Football Club forward and help us win titles. He's had a very good start to his career, took us to a Europa League final, yet we lost, and the Capital One Cup final. But it's progress. You can't win every final. People always point out, oh, he's lost all of his finals as manager. He's won a couple of finals, but he's got them there, and as long as he takes us to a lot more finals, I'm sure our luck will change in actually winning them. But I think we're very blessed to actually have him at the football club. Let me know when we appointed Jurgen a couple of years back. How happy were you? Were you happy that he was the right man, or did you personally have another option at the time? There wasn't really that many managers in Europe that were touted out there. But yeah, happy birthday, lad! All the best, and big shout out to the big massive German, the ex-Mainz player. But yeah, Mamadou, Sakho Markovic and Alberto Moreno. It's been talked about today that the Liverpool Football Club are hopefully they're waiting on recouping 60 million. They're looking at recouping from all three of them. Markovic is being linked with Watford, with Marco Silva, the ex-Hull manager. He's taken over at the Vicarage Road. I think it's Vicarage Road, yeah. So he's had to look at Markovic. I think hopefully it'd be amazing if we actually got 20 million back for Markovic, the Serbian. It's a bit mad. When we first signed him, we didn't really get a run of games, as he's spent the last 2 seasons out on loan. It's a shame, really, because when he was, I think it was, where was he? Wherever he was in Portugal, I think it was Sporting Lisbon, we got him from, wasn't it? But when he got to the Europa League final, and I think remember that season, he got sent off, innit? But it's a shame, especially when in a time where Liverpool have needed wingers, like wide men. He didn't actually really get, as I mentioned in my last video, a fair crack at a whip. He's one of them players that he might have not been given the amount of time to actually adapt, and when he has played, he hasn't really looked in sorts in the Premier League, but he had a couple of decent games at Hull from what I've seen. Obviously, they went down Hull, so he couldn't help them survive that, but 20 million if we actually manage to get them. I'll leave the story down below. It was Mamadou Sakho was being quoted in the Telegraph. He's looking at maybe going to a Champions League team. So that, for any suitors that are not in the Champions League, that rules anyone out of that. Yet again, 30 million we've been quoted at saying, as I mentioned a couple of weeks back. 30 million is kind of alright, especially when you're having a look at Van Dijk. And Southampton are trying to get 60 million for him. I reckon if we could push it, we could maybe get a bit extra for Mamadou. Let me know if you'd keep Mamadou Sakho. For me personally, for he's disrupted the squad. But for me, let me know if you keep him, or how much would you really want to recoup from the ex-Paris Saint-Germain captain. And the last one is my outwards, Alberto Moreno. At the minute, he's not being. It's talked about in the story. There's not many bids come in. At the minute, there's none. But if he was to go out, they do talk about him maybe going back to La Liga. So that is mainly his preferred destination. Got a feeling if the opportunity arose and Seville put a bid in, I think he'd probably go back to Seville. So I could see that happening. It's a shame. He's not really, for me, Moreno. He can't defend. He's decent going forward. I'm surprised we actually haven't attempted him playing him as a left winger or left mid. I think Klopp has played him like left mid a couple on a very slight occasions, but for me, I'd rather play him up front and have him not defend, because as I talked about the Europa League final, that defending on the first goal, as soon as you kick off, right straight down the Alberto's side, and he got whipped in. There's so many occasions where Albi's let us down and the team, but all the best, lads. For me, I wouldn't keep him at the club. I'd get a new left back in. Let me know if you keep Alberto, Moreno, or you'd send him back out, maybe on loan, or to another Spanish team if we could sell him. But let me know on those three. How much would you think that we could potentially recoup? It talks about in this article. I'll leave it down there in the comments section below. It talks about 60 million. That'd be a good spending spree. That money would obviously get invested back into the team. That would help for the war chest. That hopefully Jurgen Klopp's talking about. But don't get me started on Everton. Everton have already signed 2 players, as we can all see. I think Bill Kenwright might have had an heart attack with the amount of money he spent. After what I'm trying to figure out. But obviously, Lukaku is looking like a certain to leave them. So obviously, whatever money they do, I think it was when Gareth Bale left Tottenham. They're doing what exactly done them. They brought in all the players first before they let all the players go, in the case of Lukaku. But our deals, hopefully, coming the 1st of July, with Jurgen and the board have already got the players coming. So I'm personally not going to moan until the actual transfer window's open. Yeah, we can agree a couple of players that we could sign, but wait until 1st of July, because I think that's when a couple of deals will get announced. But yeah, looking at, we've been linked with Zielinski again. If you don't know the lads, we tried to sign him when he was at Napoli, but he had a weird ownership of like who owns him. He was owned by like 3 parties, Napoli, some other team, and like some agents really owned about 25% of him. So we've been linked with today another £25 million bid for the Poland international. He plays a central midfielder. He's got bags of energy. He played in the Euros, not many times in the Euros, but he's 23 years old, and he ends up joining Napoli from Udinese in a £12 million deal. I think, obviously, when you hear his name, we were linked with him a couple, I think it was last year or the year before. But Jurgen Klopp, obviously, by the sounds of it, excuse me, he's been looking at maybe trying to get him again. So that'd be interesting. Yet again, another midfielder. As I mentioned in my other video, we haven't checked it out. I don't know the transfer roundup of yesterday. There's not been much news today at the minute, but this is what I've managed to pick up today. So hopefully tomorrow's a lot more news coming out, concrete news. But yeah, there wasn't much to go off today. Just happy birthday, as I mentioned, to Jurgen Klopp. And that was just a couple more outs. So we'll see. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. That was just a quick video today. As I mentioned, there's not much news coming round today. But I'm going to do a Q&A right now. So if you've got any Q&A questions, leave them in the comment section below in this video. It'd be greatly appreciated. I will answer every single question that you want to know. Basically, anything about Liverpool, anything about me, really. Not too personal. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Have a good day, and see you very soon. Up the Reds, you never walk alone.